Well, thank you, Janet. Shabbat Shalom, good evening. It's really nice to have you all here this evening. I'm Linda Fried, and I'm the lay leader of the service tonight. I'm looking forward to when Rabbi Miriam starts being our regular presenter, a leader, and she's here tonight. Nice to see you, Rabbi. When I'm leading services in August, I'm always feeling the importance and the sort of speciality of the coming to the end of the Torah. We're not there yet, but high holidays are coming up in another month, and it always sort of, I feel not the weight, but the importance of what we're talking about. So I'm doing my best here this evening, and I'll lead you now in the candle lighting. Well, I think I'll start with lighting the one for the hostages in Israel. I will say a prayer for them.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. And now the prayer for Israel by Rabbi Yoki Amir. May the one who brought blessings to our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless the soldiers of Israel's defense forces and all who stand guard in order to protect the land of Israel. Give them strength against our enemies and strengthen their spirit to preserve their highest moral values at this time of trial. Protect them from all troubles and afflictions so that they will return in peace and joy to their families and friends, and may they prosper as human beings and citizens in their land, our land. And I'm just going to read you a few things about this parsha as we go through the service. In this parsha, which is Re'eh, Moses set before the Israelites the choice between blessings and curses. Moses instructed the Israelites in laws that they were to observe, including the law of a single centralized place of worship. And now Yedid Nefesh on 128.
Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Mishach avdecha el retzonecha, Mishach avdecha, yalalai lai lai, el retzonecha, yarutz avdecha, kemo hayah, tishtachavei yalalai lai lai lai, el mul hadarecha.
And now, B'chuna Ranana.
Lacuna ranna, lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, ladonai. Lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, ladonai. Naria, naria, letsuri shenu, kadma fnav letoda. Naria, naria, letsuri shenu, bizvirot naria lo. Lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, ladonai. Lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, lechuna ranna, ladonai. Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim,
Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim,
Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim,
Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim,
Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Ira hayam, ira hayam, ira hayam lo. 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 Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim,
Yismechu hashamayim, v'tzagel haaretz.
See, says Moses to the people of Israel, I place before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing that will come when you fulfill Adonai's commandments, and the curse if you abandon them. These should be proclaimed on Mount Gezerim and Mount Ebal when the people cross over into the Holy Land. Can you imagine that time in history? Lecha Dudi, page 138.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat negabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat negabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat negabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, ishmi
Kabbalat. And now we're going to do Shalom Aleichem, a 17th century Shabbat table song, probably composed under the influence of Lurianic Kabbalah, alludes to Shabbat 119b, which states that 2 angels accompany each person home from synagogue as Shabbat begins. So nice to think about them coming home with us.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Borchem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Nir Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
A temple should be established in the place that Adonai will choose, where the people should bring their sacrifices to God. It is forbidden to make offerings to God in any other place. It is permitted to slaughter animals elsewhere, not as a sacrifice, but to eat their meat. The blood which in the temple is poured upon the altar, however, may not be eaten. Simple. And now, if it's your custom, we're going to do Chatzi Kaddish. If it's your custom, please stand.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחיי אכון וביום אכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשם בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דהמירן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן.
Please rise for the Baruch. 146.
Yai la 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed.
And you may be seated. Mariv Aravim, 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. A false prophet, or one who entices others to worship idols, should be put to death. An idolatrous city must be destroyed. The identifying signs for kosher animals and fish and the list of non-kosher birds, first given in Leviticus 11, are repeated in this parsha. What am I missing? Ahavat Olam on 150.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachmeinu, V'kumeinu nasir b'chukecha, V'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, V'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. V'ahavat al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works, and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. And I like this excerpt at the bottom. Torah is what God has revealed to us and what we discern of God. Ideas and ideals, laws and mitzvot, our religious heritage. It unfolds our memories of Abraham and Sarah, of Moses and Miriam, and the prophets. It is legislation and explanation, allowing questions that challenge, answers that inspire, all a quest for meaning. It is our way of life, a path for our souls, and the design for a better world. And, that's very much a part of Judaism, is questions and answers, and we're allowed to question everything, Pilpul, my dad used to call it, and I know that's an old Yiddish expression, I think. Back and forth, discussing. That's what people do when they go to Hebrew school for many years, or in the yeshiva, and I think that's one of the great things about the Torah. Was I reading this reading before? No, yes, I'm going to read a reading, just a quickie. A tenth of all produce is to be eaten in Jerusalem, or else exchanged for money with which food is purchased and eaten there. In certain years, this tithe is given to the poor instead. Firstborn cattle and sheep are to be offered in the temple, and their meat eaten by the Kohanim, the priests. That's a way of legislating good business in our country, in Jerusalem. Buy and eat your food right here. So now please stand for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malachuto Leolam Vaed. Janet, can you start me in the V'ahavta?
Oh, yeah.
I always lose my first. You may be seated.
Ve'ahavta
Ta'ed Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavka u'b'chol nafsheka u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadbarim ha'ele asher Elohim etzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha v'veitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam yot al yodecha v'hayu l'totafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim leloechem ahani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. The mitzvah of charity obliges a Jew to aid a needy fellow with a gift or loan. On the sabbatical year, occurring every 7th year, all loans are to be forgiven. Wouldn't that be great? All indentured servants are to be set free after 6 years of service. Also a great idea. And now Hashkivenu on page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Shelter us with your peace and let all of our worries release, all of us beneath your wings. Guard our hearts, protect our souls, let us rise up completed and whole, all of us beneath your wings. From Salenu Sukat Shlomecha L'chaim
Janet. That was so beautiful. Thank you.
Yismachu on page 162 is
Thank you.
next.
Thank you. I was taken away somewhere else.
Yismachu v'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Yismachu v'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Mekadoshei Shevi Shabbat Kulam yizvachu v'yitangu mituvecha Shabbat Yismachu v'malachutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Uvashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat Chemdat yamim oto karata Shabbat Yismechu v'malachutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Yismechu v'malachutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Zecher l'maaseh v'reshit Shabbat Zecher l'maaseh v'reshit Shabbat Yismachu v'malachutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat Yismachu v'malachutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat
We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Please rise for tefillah, page 164.
Adonai servatai titachu fi tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Kolei Hakol V'Socher Hasdei V'Imaot Umevii Kula Livnei Nehem L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Mashiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Yisrael Hatzara אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע מוריד הטעם מכלכל חיים בחסד וחיי הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ודום מלך, מלך פנימית ומחיים מצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, ודורשים בכל יום לנו הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל
הקדוש. You may be seated. How shall we sanctify God's name? By being holy ourselves. How do we accomplish this? Let our prayers bring us to sacred deed, to actions that promote justice, harmony, and peace. And next we will do Goetze on page 174.
Say Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. Say Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. Spirit upon us. We need only call, you are near. Your presence builds courage within us. Your still clear voice calming our fears. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. El karov lechol korav, v'nei elavadecha v'choleinu, shefoch ruchacha aleinu, shefoch ruchacha aleinu. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, you are our God, and we are your people. We long to behold you in Zion restored. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamachazir Shechinato
Our Parsha concludes with the laws of the three pilgrimage festivals, Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot, when all should go to see and be seen before God in the holy temple. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals, that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulecha naheh lehodot. And next Janet will sing Shalom Rav, which is followed by a few moments of your own personal meditation. And then we will follow up with Oseh Shalom.
Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה לשלומך. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable. Be acceptable. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you.
I said, this is Parsha Re'eh. One translation of it is behold. And this piece that I'm reading you from the Bedside Torah is called Smelling the Roses as Holy Act. We have enough reasons to let worry consume our lives. Isn't that true? Parents don't meet our needs fully. Children don't quite live up to our expectations. Spouses are all too human. Beyond these disappointments loom life's larger issues: aging, illness, fears of separation and mortality, the devastation of our environment, the threat of random violence, and so on and so on. And you know, I've had this book for at least 10 or 15 years. None of that's new. In the midst of all these anxieties, how are we to live? Isn't unrelenting gloom a rational response? Many scholars and philosophers, struck by life's apparent pointlessness, have counseled emotional withdrawal from the passions of living for precisely that reason. Nothing will change. Nothing will improve. We live and we die without hope of any real breakthrough in human understanding or harmony. Is despair the most logical attitude to cultivate? Perhaps it is, but people are never strictly rational, and life is far too variegated to fit any single response. For the spiritually alive, life is a constant marvel. Without having asked to live, without doing anything to deserve the gifts of life, companionship, and joy, we are offered these gifts in an abundance that is staggering. Religion helps restore our thanks for everything we receive so effortlessly. Serving God implies the capacity to feel gratitude, a response of joy to the many wonders of living. For the miracle that parents and children can spend their lifetimes getting to know each other as people, growing to accept, appreciate, and love each other as independent human beings, not merely as objects to satisfy their own needs. For the miracle of being able to build and celebrate community, the joy of sharing in the struggles and rewards of other people's lives. For the miracle of being able to make this world a little better, a little more caring, a little more humane than it was when we entered it. For the miracle of being able to cultivate holiness in our daily lives, the miracle of Simcha Shel Mitzvah, the joy of being a Jew and of observing the commandments. For the miracle, perhaps the greatest one of all, of simply being, having an opportunity to think, feel, experience, and wonder. Most of the time, we take life for granted. We assume we deserve it. We have it coming to us. At the death of a loved one, that illusion is shattered. At rare moments in our lives, births, graduations, bar and bat mitzvahs, marriages, we see the marvel of life, and for brief spells are able to appreciate both the giver and the gift. Parshat Re'eh bids us rejoice before Adonai. Judaism has consistently recognized joy as the most fitting response to God's abundant love. As the prophet Joel exclaimed, "Rejoice and be glad, for the Lord has done great things." To look at the world and see those great deeds requires eyes trained to appreciate. Our tradition bids us to cultivate awareness, mindfulness, and beyond mindfulness, a thrill at being alive. Our traditions recognize that smelling the roses can be a religious act. One who has seen something pleasant and has not enjoyed it will be held responsible, Judaism teaches us. To reject a legitimate pleasure is to diminish the extent to which we truly live, to reject God's most fundamental gift. Enjoying life is a way to say thank you. And in the midst of enjoying the pleasures of living, Judaism bids us to remember those who cannot rejoice without our help. In the words of the Rambam, the Torah sensitizes us to assure the joy of the powerless, the poor, and the stranger. reaching beyond the narrow boundaries of self and embracing our fellows as well, cultivating fellowship with our families, our communities, our people, and with God, we attain a true joy. Okay. Next we do Misha Barach, prayer for healing. So as my eyes meet yours, if you have anyone whose name you want us to remember or to pray for them, please say their name out loud. Anyone? No? Okay. Page 370, 371.
There are a lot of people, seems like everywhere right now, that are in pain and have some problems for sure. You know, I can think of even, I can't think of a continent, well, maybe Antarctica, that people aren't, suffering. So I'd like to keep all of them in my heart while I sing this prayer.
Thank you, Janet.
Mi sheberach avoteinu mikol habracha limoteinu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imoteinu mikol habracha lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
And now, page 586. Please rise for the Elenu.
Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו בהם וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אין מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing. And now I didn't put it, 598. 598 is where we start, Kaddish Atom. In our own congregation tonight, we are remembering a dear friend of mine and many others here, and her family is here, Joanne Greisman, mother of Amanda, Jenny, and David Greisman, and their families. Irma Penn, friend of Temple Shalom. Miriam Friedman, child Shoah victim. Mitch Podolak, husband of Ava Kabrinsky. Anna Gardner, sister of Hai Dubo. Adolph Stone, father of Daniel Stone. And Ida Midgie, mother of Paulette Midgie. And if there are others you wish to remember this evening, please remember them in your heart or say them aloud. Amen. Okay. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah, v'alma divra kirute v'amlich malchute, v'chayachon uv'yomikon uv'chaye duchol beit Yisrael, ba'galah v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shmei rabbah min almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei kudisha b'rihu le'elo min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nekemata damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav Uya Shalom Aleinu Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Please be seated. It's nice to see you all here this evening. I'd like to thank Janet for her usual and somewhat unusual special songs, melodies this evening, and the tech crew, Steve, and I don't think I think Steve's on his own this evening. No, Evan, Steve and Judith, and of course everyone who helps us in the temple, Cynthia and Bernie, and I also announcement next week the Shabbat services is. The leader is Ruth Livingston with David Vamos. And the only other announcement, I don't actually have any material, but I know it's going out to the congregation. We're having an event on October 19th to celebrate, to release a new album by Len Udo and friends. And it's actually an amazing album. Janet's been helping him she's been involved for over a year, year and a half, worked on that.
Yeah, couple.
And Janet has also codified on paper all of Len's melodies.
I'm still working on some, but yes.
So there will be an event here on a Sunday afternoon, and some of the people who were involved there were two cantors. In addition to David Vamos, there's Leslie Emery and Tracy Kasner on the album. And there's a drummer and there's a violinist. It's just an amazing recording. So I know that the poster will be going out, and you don't have to buy a ticket, but you have to register. So be quick, because I think it's going to fill up real fast. And there will be it'll be interesting with people on the bima, and then there will be a reception afterwards. So it's going to be a terrific evening. So I think that's it. Kiddush. I actually remembered. Having a list is good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam More Pariha Gofen Amin. I'm just,
I'll do the really short one? Okay.
my voice has just suddenly disappeared. And we will share this in the hallway. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And our closing song is going to be
Ein Keloheinu.
with a new tune.
You'll recognize some of it.
Okay.
Some of it will be new to you, probably. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadoneinu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu. Ich Eloheinu, Ich Adoneinu, Ich Kemalkeinu, Ich Kemoshienu. Who is like our God? Who is like our God? No de Eloheinu, no de Ladoneinu, no de Malkeinu, no de Moshienu. Thanks, we give thanks to our God. Thanks, we give thanks to our God. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adoneinu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Blessed, blessed is our God. Blessed, blessed is our God. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adoneinu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadoneinu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu. You are our God. You are our God. You are our God. You are our God. Ein Keloheinu.
Shabbat Shalom.